match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Dean Ambrose.
Guys, last night at the Hell in a Cell event, streaming live on demand right now on the WWE Network, I believe the match of the night, the tag team titles, Ambrose and Rollins against Ziggler and McIntyre.
A grueling battle, both teams giving it their all and then some. Unfortunately for Ambrose and Rollins, they came up short, but what a night for Ambrose. Think about where Dean ended his evening.
On top of the cage.
Yeah, on top of Hell in a Cell. Well, more on that in a moment.
His opponent, here's one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre and Dean Ambrose one-on-one here tonight in what is expected to be a physical battle. Now, you might notice, guys, Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler not out here in their partners' respective corners.
Well, it possibly have a lot to do with the fact that Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler were both sent crashing off of the side of the cell through our announce tables. Both men certainly very banged up.
But they will be back together again on October 6th in Melbourne, Australia. WWE Super Showdown. It's the Shield Renee against Strowman, Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, streaming live on the WWE Network.
Well, all these men now have less than 3 weeks to get ready for Super Showdown. Ice it up for John and sit up for John. And tonight, they do battle on Monday Night Raw.
Hey, Corey, I am really excited for this matchup. Two of the most unorthodox styles in WWE today, and Ambrose and McIntyre.
Last night was any indication we could be in for a classic. The tag team match sort of redefined the game as far as Raw's tag team division last night. Both Rollins and Ambrose and McIntyre and Ziggler just on a different level last night. But now, they've got to forget about the past and focus on the right now.
Renee, let me ask you, there's been a lot of talk over the past few weeks since Dean Ambrose returned from injury that he's a different superstar in the ring. Why is that?
Without question, you sit at home for 9 months dealing with an injury. You can have all this pent-up anger and rage, and now he finally has a chance to take it out on somebody, and that happens to be Drew McIntyre.
Oh, and he did that just there as he works on the left leg of McIntyre.
Hyperextending the knee of McIntyre. Now Ambrose with a solid forearm. There he comes.
Smart move, take out the base of the 6'5", 265-pound Scotsman.
Renee, I've got to ask you. You obviously got to talk to Dean last night. Whoa, hang on. Oh! You got to talk with Dean last night. What's his mindset like after coming up short in the tag team title match?
Well, the thing with Dean is that he has always set for a fight. Ever since he stepped back in here in WWE being out with injury, Drew McIntyre got in his way, messed with his boys, and now Dean's dealing with him.
Corey, what great strategy by Ambrose to work on the legs of McIntyre.
Obviously, when it comes to the power game, Drew McIntyre's going to have the advantage, but when you take out a base, you take out a leg of someone, I don't care if you're 6'5".
Right into the apron.
You can't walk, you're much less effective.
And the lunatic fringe back into the ring to break the count. And McIntyre is hurt.
This right here is just cagey from Dean Ambrose. Bending the rules, not afraid to take some risks, not afraid to throw some knuckles.
Now we know what these two men are capable of, and what a forearm right to the face of Ambrose. Ambrose and McIntyre came down during the Universal Championship match. Right into the barricade along with Rollins and Ziggler. In fact, they fought on top of Hell in a Cell.
Certainly, neither one of these superstars can be 100% after what they endured last night. And Dean Ambrose might be out of this one altogether after that display of power from McIntyre. It's game-changing power that Drew has.
You talk about people not being 100%. I think that has to go for a majority of the locker room after what we saw last night at Hell in a Cell.
Absolutely right, but a cover
by McIntyre. Kick out by Ambrose. Can Dean climb back in it? Raw continues live.
Shoulder clean out of the socket, but the lunatic's starting to fight back.
McIntyre, there's the power of Drew. Ambrose, though, lands on his feet. The left leg gave out. The leg that Ambrose has worked on all match. Throws him up, kick out, near fall for the lunatic fringe.
Big time right from Ambrose. I think McIntyre's rocked.
McIntyre sent through the second rope outside the ring, and again, that left leg really hurting. Big opportunity now for Ambrose.
He was still favoring his left leg, but wasting no time getting back on the attack.
You're nothing to me. You're nothing, Ambrose. Nothing.
McIntyre screaming at Dean Ambrose. Oh, Ambrose with a clothesline. And Dean again. And Dean's hurting as well. Both these superstars went through hell, excuse the pun, last night at Hell in a Cell.
You start a match like this at less than 100% is dangerous for both superstars.
Oh, and McIntyre goes down hard.
A bit of a dirty tactic from Dean Ambrose, but it was effective. McIntyre's legs still obviously bothering him very badly.
And Ambrose going to take effect. Looks to roll McIntyre onto his belly, perhaps. Look at this, Corey.
There's a bit of a modified half crab. The other powerful.
Oh, what a headbutt!
Glasgow kiss from Drew McIntyre. Ambrose is woozy.
Both these men punishing one another tonight. Big chop by McIntyre. Bad leg and all. Drew has gone up to the second rope. Now going up to the top rope. High risk maneuver for Drew McIntyre. Ambrose makes him pay.
Drew got a little overconfident.
Trying to dig deep.
And that's what Ambrose does best.
Oh no.
Oh, McIntyre's hung up
By the bad leg. The injured left leg of McIntyre wrapped around the top ropes.
and McIntyre.
What incredible core strength.
What a counter by McIntyre.
How much damage was done to the knee of the Scotsman?
The Scottish Jack in the Box.
McIntyre trying to capitalize. Ambrose trying to figure out where he's at after being launched from the top rope.
Maybe looking for the Claymore kick, Corey, that allowed them to retain last night the tag titles. But Ambrose going for dirty deeds. McIntyre. Ambrose rolls through, shoulders down now for McIntyre. Kick out at 2 near fall.
Ambrose with a double leg, looking for a cloverleaf perhaps.
Look at Dean Ambrose. When's the last time you've seen Ambrose do this?
Unbelievable.
Ambrose is focusing everything on the injured knee of McIntyre. This is no different. Drew is in big trouble.
The Lunatic Fringe switching things up tonight. Submission hold on Drew McIntyre. McIntyre trying to use his length, his long body to make it to the bottom rope to force some sort of break, and he does.
Ambrose still refusing to relinquish the hold, maximizing the damage done.
This newer version of Dean Ambrose has a deep artillery.
I'll agree, Renee. Dean Ambrose pulling out all the stops.
Dean definitely came prepared for a fight tonight. Obviously did his homework,
You got a
learning from experience.
chip on your shoulder after not winning the Raw Tag Team Championship last night. Will add a little more pain to this match.
Wait a minute.
Ambrose with a suicide dive, driving McIntyre into the barricade. A little bit of the old Dean Ambrose showing up there, Corey.
Never goes away.
Ambrose looking to get Drew back inside the ring. Finish the task at hand.
Yeah, Dean's hurting and hurt his lower back as he came through on that suicide dive. McIntyre wisely rolls out of the ring, trying to get some sort of feeling back in the injured leg. Drew McIntyre can barely stand.
Very, very wise maneuver by McIntyre, trying to buy himself as much time as possible before the referee counts him out.
Dean Ambrose looks like he's got a plan in mind.
What's Dean doing? Does he even know what he's doing? Ambrose off the ring post!
no.
McIntyre swatted him away into the barricade!
High risk, no reward for Dean Ambrose.
And now the official is counting Dean Ambrose.
Man, this is great strategy by McIntyre. Let the referee do the count. Take a victory by count out.
And McIntyre could barely stand. Ambrose now trying to crawl back, drag himself back into the ring. The official now. And a count of 9 as Ambrose back into the Claymore with a Claymore kick from out of nowhere. Buries Ambrose.
God.
Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre.
Incredible match here tonight by both these competitors.
Ambrose left everything he had out here, struggled his way back into the ring, which just left him a stationary target for a Claymore from the Scottish psychopath. I don't know how Drew was able to get the momentum to post off of the injured leg to deliver that kick, but Ambrose may never be the same after experiencing that one.
It is going to be extremely difficult to slow down that man. The Scottish psychopath.
for Drew McIntyre's sake. He's hoping there's no long-term damage to the knee inflicted by Ambrose. But here's where it all went south for the lunatic. All the way from the top rope, Drew swats Dean out of the way. Dean struggles back in and bang! Claymore right on the money. Big time win. The momentum continues to build for McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre victorious here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, it was announced earlier by acting general manager Baron Corbin because of Brock Lesnar getting involved in the Hell in a Cell match last night. He gets another